The rich young master just fired an employee who slept during work. Then, the next moment, he was told that the company's stock had completely plummeted. All the employees were helpless in the face of this situation. And it was only at this moment that he realized the employee he had just fired was actually the stock trading genius his father had mentioned. Only he could save the company. And the man, being a stock trading genius, was staying at this small company because he wanted to repay a debt of gratitude. Because 5 years ago, the man was accused of stock market fraud because of his girlfriend's betrayal. He was accused of cheating in the stock market. Because the man had no evidence to refute it, he was eventually sent to prison. And after his parents learned about this, they suddenly fell ill and were hospitalized. It was the company president who saved him and paid for his parents' expensive medical bills. This is how the man joined the company. Even when the president was ill and hospitalized and not at the company, the man was able to make money by trading stocks so that the president could make billions of dollars while lying in bed. The president was greatly impressed by the man. Due to his illness, he temporarily entrusted the company to his son, but he instructed his son to treat the man well. What he didn't expect was that his son agreed to everything on the surface, but in reality, he didn't trust the man's status as a stock trading genius. He thought that, because he had studied abroad, he couldn't believe in stock traders from China, and he had invited a very famous foreign stock trading master. So, on his first day at work, he fired a few employees just because they didn't show him the proper respect, because they didn't bow respectfully to him. Then, he went to the office and saw the man lying there, sleeping. This made him very angry. He immediately wanted to fire the man. The man wasn't even flustered. Instead, he calmly asked the rich young master Edward if the president knew about this, because the man knew that with his own abilities, the president would never fire him. But unexpectedly, Edward was very confident and said plainly that the company was now under his management. He could fire anyone he wanted. The man tried to persuade Edward, but was mocked by the stock trading master, Lucy, that Edward had brought with him. It wasn't until he saw Lucy's face that the man was stunned, because this stock trading master was none other than the girlfriend who betrayed him 5 years ago. The man didn't want to see his enemy again. Seeing that Edward was determined, he didn't want to argue with Edward anymore. So, he took out the contract he had signed back then and demanded from Edward the salary he was owed for the years he had worked at the company. He said that the salary he had signed for back then was $100 million, and he had been at the company for 5 years. So, Edward owed him a total of $500 million. Edward didn't believe it. He thought the man was just an ordinary employee and wondered how it was possible that he had signed such an expensive salary with him. He believed that the man was taking advantage of the president's absence to deceive him. Not only was he unwilling to pay the salary, but he even wanted to deduct the man's pay because the man slept during work. Edward was very pleased with himself, thinking he had fired the company's parasite. Little did he know how much he would regret it in the future. Just as the man was about to leave the company, Edward was told that the company's stocks had not only risen to their